Good morning, good evening, depending on how you watch this video. I just have to take time to say something because there's a video on YouTube that sparked my attention enough for me to make a video about it. First of all, I would like to thank all the wonderful teachers that take the time with the students. Thank all the ones for putting children first and understand that they are the future. They're the ones responsible for the doctors, the lawyers, the entrepreneurs, the President of the United States. They are the ones that are responsible for that. And I like to just take the time to say thank you, job well done, and keep doing what you're doing. And also they're the ones, even if they don't make it to be doctors, lawyers, but they're the ones who have them well educated, have them passing their tests on to the next level, into college. So they're responsible for my future, so I like to take the time to say thank you. And I have a family that are full of teachers. My mother's a teacher. I have cousins that are teachers. I give teachers my highest respect for those who take time to teach their kids. On the other hand, there are some teachers out there that have no business being around children. They have no business applying for a child. Matter of fact, have no business working around people. Just to tell you the truth. Like, for instance, this video that I have just saw. And you know how I feel about the kids. I feel about overgrown people fucking with kids. Excuse my language. But that's how I feel when I watch this video. And I have the link to the right. Okay, there's this 7-year-old girl. Have beautiful locks down to her shoulder. But she keeps playing with her hair. And that's what children do. Children seem to play with stuff. So she keeps playing with her hair. The teacher told her to stop playing with her hair. She did it again. No, but instead of the teacher, telling the mother, telling the parents that, that she's playing with her hair too much, the bitch called the student, I'm sorry. This woman called the student up and took the scissors out of her desk and cut the girl's hair and have her to sit down. She walked back down and sit down crying. And what did this bitch say? This is what she said. When you go home, what are you going to tell your mother? And the little girl said, you cut my hair. I understand the parents' frustration. But I'm sorry. If it had been my daughter, there would be no talking. There would be no talking at all. No time for negotiation or hear your excuses. Because it would all been physical. It would have been more what I will do to you when you go that length to my child. You cut my child's hair. It's on. That's it. When you put your hands on someone's child that is not yours, you don't even do that to your own damn child. You don't do that. You don't even, that's ridiculous. Now she is mentally tortured because a teacher cut her hair, got made fun of by her own classmates on the way to her desk, and then to put a cherry on top of it, ask her when you go home, when you going to tell your mother. And the reason why she did that because she was stressed, then you at the wrong fucking job. You need to get the hell up out of here and pack your shit and get up out that classroom quick. Because you have no business working around kids if you think that is being stressful. What you should have done is this. Went up to the parent and tell her, I do apologize. You know, she has beads in her head and she keeps playing with her head. It keeps distracting the students when they're trying to learn. That would have been much better. But to go and cut somebody's hair, you're lucky that you are still alive. Because if that had been me, you would have been left bald and bloody. You would have been beaten up, and then I would have took my husband's clippers and went to work on your head. You'd have been bald. You've been Mr. Clean when I'm done with your ass. There's no time to be all nice and, hello, how you doing? Why did you cut my nose? There's no time to ask all those questions. It'd have been down to ghetto, street, hood rat type of beating that your ass would have got. And I really don't play when it comes to kids. I mean, let my niece come home with a nub. My teacher cut my hair. That's all I need to know. That's all I need to know. And that's why that bitch's face is not shown. Oh, and another thing. The school board decides for her punishment for doing such a thing to a 7-year-old, she get a $175 fine for misorderly conduct. Ain't that a crock of BS? I wanted to kick their ass. You know what that lady should do? I'm sorry. You need to take this to the school board. You need to sue their ass. Don't let them get away with that shit. Because, you know, that's what I hate about the public school system. They think they can get away with shit. They think they can get away with shit. I mean, you need to take this stuff to court. You got the evidence right in front of you. You got the lock of your daughter's hair. You got pictures. Sue their ass. $175? Are you serious? That bitch should be fired. That bitch should not be working around children. To have some nerve to cut some child's head. Oh, hell no. So, what would you think? What do you think, my YouTube brothers and sisters? You go ahead and comment, you know, leave a message, leave a video response, whatever. Go see the link. See that video. Because that don't make any sense. A grown-ass woman cutting a child's hair because she keep playing with it. That is not your job to do such a thing like that. If someone is designed to cut her head, it'll be the parents. And I don't think the parents would do some bullshit like that, and I hope they don't. I mean, you just messed up. I mean, you just cut it to the point that it messed up the rest of the head. You better stay hidden, bitch. Because there are some parents that are so mad enough. Because I've seen some response videos. I've seen some messages on there. You might want to stay hidden. Because if I'm telling you, if you come around and they find out it's you, you might come up with your hair missing. And I hope so. I hope somebody grab you and just take a big plug out your head and see how that feels. And I hope they ask you, what you gonna ask your family? Just tell them that you are bald and bloody. Because that's what I wish on your ass. When you mess up an innocent child, that is enough to piss me off. When you mess with the kids. Take care, everybody. I've got to head off to work. Peace and love. Except for that bitch who cut that girl's hair.